Okay, so we have talked about web application ethical hacking process in previous sessions. Now let's understand how web application and web servers works. First, let's understand what is meant by web server. Web server is a computing system, right? It runs on server OS to process HTTP and HTTPS request and serve the web pages. The pages delivered are HTML documents, includes image, scripts, in addition to text content. Right? So client uses web browser to interact with the web server. So there are popular web servers are there. Apache, Jampi, and Nginx as web server. These are the popular web servers are used across industry. How web servers and web applications works. So in simple terms, web browser requests a web server serve the web page in simple terms. You can see here the client connect to the web server. So before understanding how web application works, let us understand about website, static website and dynamic website. So website is a collection of web pages and all content identified common domain name, right? And published it on at least one web server, like example.com, right? So static website, what it means? Static website means it contains web pages with a fixed content. Static site can be built using HTML, right? And dynamic website means the website changes based on user interaction. So when a dynamic page is accessed, the code within that page is passed or evaluated on the web server, and the resulting HTML is sent to the client web browser. Sometime for the dynamic web page, some information may be stored on the web DB, right? So the user sends a request to the web server over the internet and through the browser in the form of URL or an HTML form, right? So web server forward these requests to the web application server, and web application server queries the database and generate the result for the requested task and sends back to the client. So it means web server respond back to the client with the requested information in nutshell. So this is how actually web servers and web application works. The next is OWASP online community. It means there are vulnerabilities and risks are present in the web application level. So OWASP online community, that is Open Web Application Security Project. It's an online community. It produces freely available articles and methodologies, documentation, tools and technologies in the field of web application security. This OWASP online community aim is to raise awareness about application security by identifying some of the most critical risks that organizations and businesses are facing. Right? So this WASP online community is really helping the organization business to strengthen their security by identifying critical risks that occurs in the applications. Right? 2017, these were the one highly most occurring vulnerabilities and seen in the applications. Now in 2021, okay, they have listed these vulnerabilities are most happening, occurs, unreported, our organization and businesses are facing, like broken access control, cryptographic failures, injection design, security misconfigurations, vulnerable component or outdated component, identification authentication failures, software and data integrity failures, secure logging and monitoring failures, server-side request forgeries. Right? These are the vulnerabilities and the risks organization businesses are facing. So it is raising awareness. Right? We are thankful to them.